12 minutes, Psychonauts 2, As Dust Falls, Scorn, The Gunk, Crossfire X, Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite. Wow, Xbox still has games coming this year. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so yes, it is, we're at the end of August, and this video is recorded before Gamescom, so even my list could be wrong by the time that you're watching this video, but you got, QuakeCon, which is going on pretty soon. You got Gamescom. There's still a ton of games that were announced for the Xbox Series consoles due this year that have yet to be released, have yet to be updated with a release date, but still are scheduled for this year. And what are those games, man? So first is 12 minutes, which is due out in about does the game come out today or tomorrow? Comes out August 19th. Indie game. There are some slight reviews coming out. It's polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. So on a review factor, it may not actually do so good based on who we know are reviewing it. I think Jez Corden is aiming for like a 3.5, so we're looking at like a 69 to 72, probably average, depending on how polarizing it is. Much like the Ascent, which was very polarizing because the game is good as a game, which came out in July, Xbox exclusive. Good, but it had some issues in co-op. It had some bugs. I'm still dealing with bugs. It's the reason why I don't have the 100% completion rate on this game, but I did beat the game. Phenomenal game. Another delay probably would have helped, but give these guys some money. They need to, join Xbox or somebody and truly realize their vision. I think they can do some work. The Ascent 2 should happen, but 12 minute, like I said, it's another small time game that people were anticipating, but depending on its delivery and how the game connects with you, it may not be the best, but that's just for us to find out. But that's coming out this week. We also has As Dust Falls, which is still scheduled for this year. Not sure exactly when it's coming out, but it's going to be another one of those heavy story-driven type games, which is to be exclusive to Xbox. I believe it's coming to Game Pass day one. You have Psychonauts 2 now. This is a pseudo Xbox exclusive. Sure, it's coming to PlayStation for the simple fact that the original game was crowdfunded. They had a Kickstarter. They have to commit to those Kickstarters, which was promised for last-gen consoles, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC. And because Double Fine is owned by Xbox, they make games for Xbox and PC. So PlayStation 4 is getting a version. The PS5 has it playable via backwards compatibility that will able to do 1440p 60 frames per second. But the best, the next gen version will be available on the Xbox Series X on August 24th. Xbox Series X owners get to experience Psychonauts 2 at a smooth native 4K 60 frames per second. And if you wanted that high frame rate, that VR refresh rates, you can knock the resolution down to 1440p and experience Psychonauts 2 at a blistering smooth 120 frames per second only on the Xbox consoles, and of course potentially PC of course that can hit 120. Xbox Series S will be able to experience this game at, I think was it 1620p 60 or 1080p 120. So I'm looking forward to Psychonauts as a platformer. I love my platformers, and this is going to be the first one I get to play in a long time. But Psychonauts 2, day one on Game Pass. Scorn is a game that I'm actually not that interested in, but it is exclusive to Xbox's day one on Game Pass. It's going to be that horror, creepy game. Saw some gameplay of it earlier this year. It looks boring, but I'm looking forward to see, do you guys got a release date? Are you going to release this game? The last time they talk about it is still scheduled for 2020, after Xbox E3 was still on their 2021, release window for fall. It's a horror game. You can probably put it around late September, maybe mid-October, maybe a Halloween release they could potentially aim for, but it's still slated for this year until they officially delay it. You also have The Gunk, which they're in the news today. They confirmed they're still for 2021, and we should have an update next week, which is Gamescom. So we should have a release date. We know this is day one on Game Pass. Looking forward to it. This may be, extreme sleeper Gotti contender along with Psychonauts 2. Crossfire X, a game that we've all been questioning. They've been quiet. Smilegate is saying 2021. Remedy in their recent sales call still saying 2021. We got updated screenshots. Don't be surprised if this game has a ray tracing feature on the Xbox Series consoles, being that Remedy is taking care of the campaign, and they experiment with ray tracing on Control, the next gen version and whatnot, and I expect that to be in their games moving forward. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Crossfire X, because Crossfire X honestly to me seems like another version of a Call of Duty game. But and we know Remedy does okay with campaigns. Their games typically look good. They're typically story based, and I'm looking forward to see what they do with the campaign. That's the only reason why I'm interested in Crossfire's campaign. There was a multiplayer beta that seemed very mediocre, but we'll see what they do with the final product. But it's still scheduled for this year, so that's still a big deal. Now, this game is not a Game Pass game, believe it or not. The multiplayer, I believe, is supposed to be free, and the campaign, obviously, you're gonna buy. But I do not believe this game is going to be a Game Pass game. It'll be the second Xbox exclusive this year that launches exclusively on Xbox that's not in Game Pass. The other game that did that was Death's Door, which is awesome as well. That obviously came and went. Forza Horizon 5 scheduled for November 9th. This is probably as of right now, the best looking game available on any console. We've seen it. It's beautiful. It's the closest thing that we're getting to the Unreal Engine 5 demo with they took 12K photos. They got the real-time lighting and skies. The cars look great. The environment looks great. Mexico looks great. I'm looking forward to Forza Horizon 5. It's going to be another mega hit. It's going to be another 90 Metacritic-esque game. And I think we're all going to have a blast with it. We also got Halo Infinite, which is awaiting its release date. Now, Call of Duty is supposed to be giving us some sort of release date in a mere couple days, if it's not already confirmed by the time that you're watching this video. So Halo Infinite, we're expecting. Now, I thought Halo Infinite could sneak into September, but I would say to announce that in August would be weird. So Halo's looking like a November, like probably somewhere between November 15th and November 21st. But I hope it launches early enough to meet the game of the year, the Game Awards nominations, because I think Halo Infinite is going to be good enough to earn itself a Nami for Gotti, because 2021 is extremely light, and right now the leading for Game of the Year right now is Resident Evil 8, Death's Door. People are arguing for the Ascent, and freaking Returnal, which is all-time garbage. But what I'm trying to say is Xbox, a console with no games, still has 8 games in the chamber. They still have 8 plus games in the chamber that's still slated for 2021. We know what 2022 is going to bring. Dark Tide, Starfield, Redfall, what else is we obviously getting Deathloop and whatnot, and so there's still some games in the chamber for the Xbox next year, and all the other unannounced titles that we haven't gotten confirmations on yet. But 2021, it still may end up being in a turnaround of events, Xbox's year in terms of content, and it's already started. Microsoft Flight Sim is a success. The Ascent is a success. Death's Door is a success. Game Pass is a success with all their day one drops. But man, let me guys know what you think. The platform with no games, coming hard with games all throughout 2021. And on the other side, it's being carried by 2, last gen games re-releasing for the PS5. So we shall see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like button if you like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Share it so your buddies can hear it. And the more you do that, the more videos I make, because I know I've been slacking and haven't been here for you guys on the daily with videos, but I'm trying to change that. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. I'm out of here. Peace.